So did you use your employee discount a lot?
Well, I didn't have much money, you know, if you're only getting $5 a day.
True.
Of course, everything was cheap then.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember buying too much.
Did you shop there more when you worked there?
Did I what?
Did you shop more when you worked there? Because
No.
you were there all the time, or?
No, well, you see, I was only there on Saturdays, so I wasn't there that much.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't. Like I said, I was in school, you know, and Mom and Dad didn't have that much money, so every little bit count, you know, so anyhow.
Okay. Do you remember your first sale?
No.
Okay, your dress is his favorite thing to sell. What was the easiest thing to sell? What did people most come in to buy?
Fabric.
Fabric.
Yeah. Everybody sewed, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Money was tight, so everybody sewed. That was, to me, was what sold the most. I never worked in any of the other departments. I'm talking about like the grocery department or the appliances. I didn't. I just worked in the where the ladies shopped.
Okay.
I didn't work in the shoe department either. I didn't wear the shoes.
So you didn't do like menswear at all? Okay. Do you remember how you got to work? If you drove, walked, carpool?
I probably walked. You're making me think back now. Because I remember when I went to work for the city, I would walk. So I'm sure I walked to Mervyn Cohn's. We didn't live too far from, you know, center of town here. I'm sure I walked. Because I had just learned to drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my senior year I learned to drive.
So you said you worked because your family needed the extra money. So the money you made at Mervyn Con, did it go kind of to the family?
No, I was able, you know,
you
we were poor, but, you know, we had enough, you know. I was able to keep it.
So was it spending money, or was it to help pay for books, or?
Probably spending money.
Spending money.
I was an only child, you know, and my dad had a good job. I mean, we you know, we were okay. We didn't have a lot of luxuries, let me put it that way. But like they paid for my school. Of course, it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
The books were like $2 a book, you know. So.
Yeah. Do you think you learned any values or lessons from your time at Mervyn Con?
I guess so. I learned to how do I say that? To be nice to people and to listen. You know, listen to what they, you know, they tell you what they want, and to try to accommodate them.
And do you think that helped you in your next job as an assistant
Yes.
clerk?
It helped me to be with people. You know.
Just put this tape over. Okay.
I had experience dealing with people, so
Right.
that helped.
So the only management at Mervyn Con you interacted with was with Mr. Jan Cow?
Yeah.
Do you remember any other managers?
Well, there was Mr. Leo Cohn, but I don't remember who was in charge of the departments, each department that I worked in. I don't.
Okay, so you said you barely saw the Con family. Do you remember like what was the feeling about them? A lot of people say that, you know, they didn't have anything nice. I mean, they didn't have anything bad to say about them. That they were, you know, very civic minded. They helped out in the community.
Oh yes, the Cohns were. They were okay.
So they had a good reputation.
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember them celebrating any Jewish holidays in the store? Or was it just Christian holidays?
You see, I wasn't there enough.
You weren't, yeah, you were just there in the summers.
I wasn't there enough time to...
What about shopping there?
What you mean, did I shop there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And do you remember them celebrating, having any Jewish things?
No.
When you go for the holidays?
No, I don't remember. Okay. I don't remember, like, if they decorated it Christmas or... You know, when you're young like that, you don't pay attention, mm-hmm. really, you know. I had my mind on other things besides what was going on in the store. You'll get that from the older clerks,
yeah.
you know. Here I was a teenager and I wasn't interested in what was going on at the store. I wanted my $5 and that was all.
Yeah, and then get out of there. Do you have like a favorite memory, or what was your favorite thing about Mervyn Con?
I don't know if there was anything favorite. Like I said, I wasn't there enough to...
Or it could be something...
I liked the companionship of the clerks, you know, the employees mm-hmm. that were there. I made friends there, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Some ladies I never would have met, you know, had it not been through Mervyn Cones.
Are you still friends with them today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Well, Raine's a small community, so everybody knows everybody else. In fact, I was having fun talking to everybody in the dining room mm-hmm. there.
What about your least favorite thing about Mervyn Con?
Mr. Janko. He was a sore thumb in my place.
So only the women worked in the women's department and the men worked in the men's department?
Well, no, there were some ladies that worked in the men's department, but it was mostly, like you say, mm-hmm. Now, there was one gentleman worked in the shoe department, which was considered the ladies' department, you mm-hmm. know. But other than that, it was all ladies on this side. It was divided, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming. Yeah, there were ladies in the men's department in the later years. I'm sure I know mm-hmm. about that. But and even in the hardware department, there were ladies there.
Mm-hmm. But the men never came to the ladies' side.
No, no, there was no men.
Do you remember any women getting fired when they got pregnant, or if they quit when they got pregnant? No.
Well, I wasn't into, you know, I was only there on Saturdays, so I didn't get
you didn't get all the gossip. What about, do you remember when you worked there or shopping there, if there were any like German immigrants that worked there or black people that worked there?
Well, they probably had, like, we called them porters. I would think that those would have been black. Mm-hmm. I don't remember any black ladies. You know, there were no clerks, no black clerks. That I remember that.
Miss Viola said she remembered a black protest outside of the store. Do you remember that? Because they wanted